Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Sofía Vergara. From Barranquilla to Hollywood icon Sofía Vergara has long been one of Hollywood's most recognizable stars, a performer whose warmth, charisma, and comedic brilliance have made her a global household name. Her journey from the Caribbean coast of Colombia to international stardom is a story defined by resilience, reinvention, and a keen instinct for opportunity. Early life and unexpected beginnings. Born on July 10, 1972, in Barranquilla, Colombia, Sofía Margarita Vergara Vergara grew up in a large, close-knit family. Her upbringing was lively and energetic, filled with the color and rhythm characteristic of Colombia's coastal culture. Initially, her ambitions leaned toward the quiet discipline of dentistry. She studied the subject for several semesters before fate intervened. During a day at the beach, Vergara was discovered by a photographer, launching her into modeling, television commercials, and eventually hosting. Her natural camera presence, bright personality, and charm made her one of the most popular TV personalities in Latin America during the 1990s. Crossing into international stardom after establishing herself in Spanish-language television, Vergara set her sights on Hollywood, an ambition full of challenges, including learning English. Her perseverance paid off, after landing roles in films and TV projects. She secured the role that would change her life forever, Gloria Delgado Pritchett on the hit sitcom Modern Family. Debuting in 2009, the show became a cultural phenomenon. Vergara's portrayal of Gloria, a fiery yet tender-hearted Colombian immigrant, earned her multiple Emmy and Golden Globe nominations. She became one of television's highest-paid actresses, celebrated for her impeccable timing, physical comedy, and ability to bring emotional depth to a character that could have easily slipped into stereotype. Business empire and cultural influence. Beyond acting, Vergara has built an impressive entrepreneurial career. She co-founded Latin World Entertainment, LWE, a talent management and media company, helping elevate Latino representation in entertainment. She launched successful clothing lines, fragrance collections, and brand partnerships, particularly in the beauty and fashion arenas. Her business acumen has positioned her as one of the most financially successful entertainers in the world, and a powerful example of Latina leadership in global media. Ventures into drama and reinvention. Though best known for comedy, Vergara has increasingly embraced dramatic roles. Her performance as drug cartel leader Griselda Blanco in the crime drama Griselda marked a striking departure from her comedic persona. Critics praised her transformative performance and her ability to command the screen in a darker, more complex role. It signaled a new chapter in her career, one that highlights her range and ambition as an actress. Personal life and public presence. Vergara's personal life has often captivated fans, from her longtime friendships to her family relationships and her high-profile marriage and divorce from actor Joe Manganiello. Despite public scrutiny, she maintains a spirited and humorous public image, often using social media to connect with fans and celebrate her Colombian heritage. Legacy and impact. Sofía Vergara's legacy extends far beyond her on-screen achievements. As a Latina woman who built a powerhouse career in an industry historically resistant to diversity, she has become an inspiration worldwide. Her influence spans entertainment, business, fashion, and representation, making her one of the most impactful figures in contemporary popular culture. Her story is one of talent, resilience, and relentless forward motion, proof that a strong voice and an unshakable belief in one's identity can open doors across the world. A deeper look at Sofía Vergara's rise and reinvention, navigating early challenges in Hollywood when Sofía Vergara transitioned from Spanish-language television to Hollywood. She entered an industry not yet accustomed to embracing Latina actresses, especially those with strong accents. Casting directors sometimes struggled to envision her in roles outside of narrow stereotypes. But Vergara refused to alter her accent or identity, choosing instead to turn what many saw as an obstacle into one of her greatest strengths. Her insistence on authenticity helped pave the way for more inclusive and varied portrayals of Latina women. Challenging Hollywood norms. She has spoken openly about the challenges of typecasting, emphasizing that comedy and survival often come from leaning into what makes one unique. The Modern Family phenomenon. Modern Family became the perfect platform for Vergara's talent, blending humor, heart, and multicultural representation. As Gloria, she brought an emotional richness to the role, often drawing upon her own experiences as an immigrant and a mother. Gloria's storylines about navigating language, cultural differences, and motherhood resonated with millions. Vergara's performance helped transform Gloria into one of the show's most beloved characters. Her work earned her 4 Emmy nominations and 4 Golden Globe nominations, making her one of the most decorated Latina actresses in television history. Hollywood's highest-paid actress from 2013 to 2020, Vergara frequently topped Forbes's lists of the highest-paid actresses in the world. Her wealth came not just from acting, but from her savvy entrepreneurial ventures and wide array of endorsements. Her partnerships with major brands, including Pepsi, Head & Shoulders, and CoverGirl, helped establish her as a global figure. Meanwhile, her collaborations in clothing, furniture, and beauty products expanded her influence into retail and lifestyle sectors. Her business success showcases her sharp instincts and understanding of branding, proof that she's not merely a performer but a visionary who knows how to build an empire. Latin World Entertainment, LWE, a legacy of empowerment. Founded in 1994, Latin World Entertainment began as a talent management firm and later expanded into media and marketing. Vergara saw a gap in representation and recognized that Latino audiences and talent were undervalued in the entertainment industry. Through LWE, she aimed to create opportunities for Latino creators, actors, and producers. The company has since become one of the most influential Latino-focused entertainment and marketing agencies in the United States. For many emerging Latin American artists, LWE has been a crucial stepping stone toward broader recognition. Griselda, in the pursuit of dramatic depth. Vergara's portrayal of Colombian drug lord Griselda Blanco marked a major turning point in her career. In Griselda, she stripped away the comedic persona audiences had grown accustomed to, delivering a gritty, chilling performance that stunned critics and viewers alike. To embody Blanco, Vergara underwent a complete physical and emotional transformation: prosthetics, makeup, posture, voice modulation, and a darker psychological approach. Her performance demonstrated her versatility and reaffirmed her desire to continually evolve as an artist. The success of Griselda opened doors to new dramatic opportunities, signaling Vergara's readiness for more layered, challenging roles. Personal strength and family ties. Despite her success, Vergara has faced profound personal challenges. In 1998, she lost her older brother to violence in Colombia, a tragedy that shaped her perspective on life and family. She later became a single mother to her son, Manolo, balancing motherhood with a rapidly growing career. Throughout her journey, she has remained closely connected to her family, often celebrating Colombian culture through food, music, and traditions. Her relationship with her relatives, especially her son, remains a grounding force in her life. Philanthropy and advocacy. Vergara is an advocate for cancer awareness, having survived thyroid cancer in her late 20s. Her experience ignited a passion for promoting early detection and supporting research. She has also participated in various charitable initiatives supporting children's hospitals, disaster relief, and education programs. Her philanthropic work reflects her deep commitment to giving back and using her platform for good. Cultural legacy. Sofía Vergara is more than an actress, she is a cultural symbol. She demonstrated that Latina women can lead major American television shows, build multi-million-dollar businesses, and shape global beauty and fashion trends. Her journey continues to inspire young artists, particularly those from underrepresented backgrounds, reminding them that identity is a strength, not something to be hidden or reshaped to fit industry expectations. Sofía Vergara, the multidimensional icon behind the spotlight, a master of comedy. Understanding her craft. While Sofía Vergara is often praised for her comedic timing, the depth of her technique is sometimes overlooked. Comedy, especially physical comedy, requires precision, vulnerability, and a fearless willingness to be expressive. Vergara excels in all three. On Modern Family, she used vocal inflection, exaggerated delivery, and expressive body language to build Gloria's boisterous personality. Yet she balanced these comedic flourishes with sincerity, particularly in scenes exploring motherhood, immigration, or insecurity. Critics observe that her strongest comedic moments often stem from emotional honesty. Gloria laughs loudly, loves fiercely, and fights passionately. These traits create humor not because they're caricatures, but because they're rooted in truth. Vergara has spoken about how comedy became a form of survival. Growing up in Colombia, humor was an essential element of daily life. This cultural connection helped shape her comedic identity, giving her performances authenticity and emotional depth. Fashion as a language of identity. Sofía Vergara has become a fashion icon not just for glamour but for intentionality. On red carpets, she embraces bold colors, jewel-toned gowns, and body-hugging silhouettes that celebrate her figure. Her style choices reflect a refusal to conform to Hollywood's narrower beauty standards. She often highlights Latina designers and takes pride in showcasing looks that reflect her vibrancy and cultural heritage. Her public fashion statements have helped broaden perceptions of Latina beauty in mainstream entertainment. Additionally, her affordable clothing lines, designed for everyday women, have been praised for offering curves-friendly silhouettes and inclusive sizing. Her philosophy is simple: style should empower, not exclude. A blueprint for building a global brand. Vergara's business success is not accidental, it is the result of carefully designed strategy. Early in her career, she recognized the economic power of Latino consumers long before the U.S. entertainment industry did. Her business ventures follow three principles: authenticity. Every product or partnership reflects her identity: vivacious, colorful, and confident. Accessibility. She prioritizes products that the average consumer can afford, from fashion to home goods. Representation. Many of her ventures highlight Latino culture and aesthetics. Her furniture line became one of the top sellers in major American retailers. Her beauty products, infused with her signature flair, tap into a market of consumers seeking glamorous yet practical options. Her entrepreneurial reach spans apparel, fragrance, home design, and consumer goods, all unified by a consistent brand ethos. Her role as a reality TV judge. In recent years, Vergara has further expanded her television presence as a judge on America's Got Talent. There, she displays a warm, personable demeanor, often mixing humor with heartfelt encouragement. This role reinforces her versatility as a television personality. She isn't merely evaluating talent, she's becoming part of the audience's emotional journey, connecting with contestants as both an entertainer and mentor. A powerful narrative in Griselda, Vergara's portrayal of Griselda Blanco was not only a career shift, it was a daring artistic risk. Known for her comedic brilliance, she stepped into the skin of a ruthless cartel leader, a woman whose brutality and cunning left a dark mark on Colombian history. Vergara did not glamorize Blanco. Instead, she approached the role with gravity, studying her psychology, patterns of survival, and the environment that shaped her. Her performance captured the complex duality of a woman who was simultaneously vulnerable and merciless. The role challenged audiences to reevaluate Vergara, not as a sitcom star, but as a serious dramatic actress capable of depth, grit, and transformation. Entrepreneurship as empowerment. Vergara frequently discusses how representation, not just in front of the camera, but behind it, is essential to changing the industry. Through Latin world entertainment and partnerships with emerging creators, she works to amplify Latino voices. She has become a mentor to many younger Latin American actors navigating Hollywood, emphasizing financial literacy, business empowerment, and self-advocacy. She believes that for true representation to occur, Latinos must occupy decision-making positions, not just performance roles. Honoring her roots despite living in the United States for decades, Vergara remains deeply connected to Colombia. She regularly returns home, supports local charities, celebrates Colombian holidays, and shares her heritage with global audiences. Her public embrace of her roots, her accent, her humor, her traditions, has become a significant part of her identity. She represents a new era of global stardom, one that doesn't require assimilation but instead celebrates authenticity. A symbol of resilience. Vergara's life story includes triumphs, tragedies, reinventions, and risks. She lost a brother to violence, survived cancer, raised her son largely on her own, overcame language barriers, and faced an industry with limited roles for Latina women. Yet she continued to rise. Her resilience has become an essential part of her narrative, proof that strength can coexist with glamour, and vulnerability can live alongside ambition. The continuing evolution of an icon at this point in her career, Sofía Vergara is far from slowing down. She continues to explore new creative challenges, expand her business empire, and embrace roles that push her past familiar boundaries. Her legacy is still growing, shaped by her cultural impact, her artistic achievements, and her unwavering embrace of who she is. She remains one of the most influential Latina figures in entertainment, a symbol of possibility for millions around the world. The world Sofía Vergara built, a life of reinvention, courage, and cultural power. A childhood framed by laughter and turbulence. Growing up in Barranquilla, Sofía Vergara was surrounded by a vibrant culture of music, color, and humor. Her family was large and energetic, the kind where arguments turned into jokes and every gathering felt like a celebration. But the Colombia of her youth was also marked by instability and violence. This duality, joy and danger, shaped her worldview early. It's part of why she developed such a sharp comedic instinct. For many Colombians, humor isn't just entertainment, it's a coping mechanism, a way to survive turbulence with dignity. Vergara has often said that her loud, expressive personality comes from her Caribbean Colombian roots, where people talk with their hands, exaggerate stories, and laugh loudly. Her comedic cadence, now famous worldwide, is deeply tied to this cultural rhythm. The tragedy that changed everything in the late 1990s. Her older brother Rafael was killed in a violent incident in Colombia, a loss that devastated the family and fundamentally reshaped Vergara's future. It was a turning point that pushed her to relocate permanently to the United States for safety and stability. This tragedy also strengthened her drive. She realized that life could change abruptly. And if she wanted to build something lasting, she would need to take bold risks. Her career became a mission, not just for herself but for her family's security. Motherhood and reinvention. Vergara became a mother at 20 to her son, Manolo, whom she often calls her partner in crime. As a young single mother, she had to balance work, safety concerns, financial responsibility, and education, a challenge that forged her discipline and resilience. Manolo grew up alongside her rising fame, often appearing in early commercials and TV projects. Their relationship, warm and humorous, became a cornerstone of her public image. Even today, she says motherhood is the role she values most. The early Hollywood years. A study in determination. When she arrived in Hollywood in the early 2000s, the environment was not welcoming to Latina actresses with strong accents. Roles were limited, often reductive, and rarely central. While some urged her to change her accent or tone down her personality, Vergara refused. Instead, she made a radical choice: she would succeed as herself, not as a diluted version crafted to fit Hollywood expectations. She began taking English lessons while pursuing any opportunity she could find, hosting gigs, small roles, comedy shows, auditions. Each setback only sharpened her resolve. She understood that the industry might not open its doors willingly, so she would have to kick them open. Building Gloria Delgado Pritchett, a character larger than life. When Modern Family premiered in 2009, it quietly reshaped American television. And at its center was Vergara's Gloria, passionate, glamorous, deeply emotional, and endlessly funny. What many viewers didn't know is that Vergara brought parts of her own family into the character. Gloria's dramatic flair, the way she mixes Spanish phrases, her fierce maternal instincts, all were inspired by real personalities from Barranquilla. Vergara didn't just play Gloria, she crafted her. Her performance elevated the character from comic relief to a central emotional anchor of the show. And for the first time, millions of viewers saw a Latina woman portrayed with dimensionality: strong, emotional, funny, flawed, loving, and
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.